keep an eye on the states. This is where they're going to get us. Hi everyone, Squirrel Bait here, and welcome to Going Sideways, where I discuss current events that affect our preparedness and our freedoms. And I just did a video not that long ago talking about the Green New Deal and how I said in that video, we kind of looked at what the deal was, where it came from, and that the idea here is to tax you for things that you do every day. And I bet you a lot of you didn't believe me. Well, and I also said that watch the states, things coming out of the states. All this drama in Washington, D.C. is to distract you, keep your attention, keep you occupied. The real agenda is coming up from the states, not down from the federal government. Remember, we talked about that. Well, I told you, just when I think I'm done talking about this, along comes the next one. Cities Today had an article, and what it's about is you being taxed based on how many miles you drive. Now, I would say that is something we do every day, right? Just like, what was that one from the other, where was that from? New Jersey, with a possible rain tax. You pay tax depending upon how large your driveway is, because rain hits it and it runs off and it takes the particles off your driveway with it. And remember what the Green New Deal said about holding those accountable who are polluting our environment? Well, that's you. You thought that meant these big corporations with the big smokestacks. Oh, no. You do. Can't make this stuff up. I just can't make this stuff up here. So this is from citiestoday.com. It is dated March 21st, 2019, and it's titled, Cities Should Charge Drivers by Distance Traveled, says U.S. Network. And that network is the National League of Cities. So this isn't like one city coming up with this bright idea, which I've talked about before. This isn't somebody sitting around in some office in a city somewhere going, hey, I have an idea. No, these ideas are coming down the pike to people, mayors, governors, planners. They're all part of a club. Well, what kind of club is this? So all this focus on the federal government and the Dems and the Republicans and who's in what kind of secret society club and who's not, and who's taking orders from who and who's being paid by who and who's a puppet for who. Honey buns, they all are. They all are. Right down to your local government. You see, I'm starting to understand that the U.S. government, whether it be state or federal, isn't the top. You see what I'm saying? There's a government above the government we see. Because they all seem to know all the buzzwords. Everybody knows the buzzwords. What, they go to a seminar to learn the buzzwords, or does it come in an email? All right? So they all know the buzzwords. They all know the agenda. They all use the same terminology. Resilient cities. We're not using smart cities anymore. They all got that memo. And it doesn't matter who it is, what side of the aisle they're from, whether they're independent or not. It doesn't matter. If they hold office, they're part of the program. Well, whose program is this? It's not of the people, for the people, is it? Questions! Questions! Yes. So, sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant, but it's just, How can you not see this? So let's take a look at this just for a moment. Car owners pay a fee for every mile they drive. That's what's proposed here. There will be a need for a public, oh, I like this part. Yes, this is the part I wanted to tell you about. It says here, there will be a need for public buy-in and acceptance. Now, let's see what they mean by that. Potential pilot projects should accept public input. Aha, that sounds good, right? On program design and the technology and reporting devices used. Oh, so they want our input and how they should do this to us, not whether or not they should do it. That's what they mean by public buy-in and acceptance. You get to choose A or B, but not C, which is don't do it. You see? You see? Now, I want you to pay attention to that because they do that to us all the time, including in social engineering. Well, whether it be vaccine issues and questions or whatever the topic may be, you are either A or B. You're completely for or completely against. You're this or you're this. Your choice is this or this. There's never a part C or D or E or F. It's always black and white. Door number 1, door number 2. There's no turn around and leave, right? Thought you'd get a kick out of that. So there's the latest on the states. And I'm telling you, folks, and I'm going to end with this, you need to watch things at the state and local level. You also need to watch Israel. I'm going to be doing a video also about that. We need to watch what's going on in Israel when it comes to the third temple. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to be working on a video for that coming up very, very soon. Keep an eye on the states. This is where they're going to get us. Thank you for watching. And as always, question everything.